listening to Radio Sirah on 1575 AM and also streaming live on www.radiosirah.com. That's www.radiosirah.com. Today, inshallah ta'ala, I will be starting off with a story which is called A Race to Prayer. And the story is actually for the little children out there, the kids who will be listening to the radio. Chapter 1. Come on, Suleiman shouted, punching the air with his fist. Put your foot down, they're going to overtake you. Huge clouds of sand billowed in the air as the quad bikes roared across the desert terrain. Flashes of color appeared momentarily before disappearing behind the sand dunes. His grandpa glanced up from his newspaper and tutted loudly. Suleiman, stop moving. Every time you move, my paper moves, and I cannot read. He slapped his paper with the back of his hand in annoyance. Suleiman quickly shuffled along the sofa so as not to disturb his grandpa. He knew how much he liked to do the crossword in peace. Suleiman's grandparents were visiting on holiday, and he didn't want anything to spoil the trip. Suleiman twitched nervously again as he watched the quad bikes race live on satellite television. Suddenly, the adhan interrupted the racing commentary. A picture of the Kaaba with large Arabic writing filled the entire screen. It was time for Dhuhr, the midday prayer. Oh, why did that happen? Suleiman huffed. Now I'm going to have to go and pray and I'll miss the end of the race. No, you won't, his grandpa reassured him. The races on the television are in Dubai and the time is different over there. We've still got 3 hours until we have to pray Dhuhr here in Britain. Suleiman was relieved. He knew it was important to perform the 5 daily prayers at set times throughout the day, but they often clashed with whatever he was doing, and he found it hard to steer himself away. Anyway, you call this racing? His grandpa continued. You haven't seen a proper race until you've seen camels racing. When I was a boy, Suleiman quickly rose to his feet. He could tell Grandpa was going to recall memories from his childhood. His grandpa was well known for his lengthy stories. Having been raised in the desert with a Bedouin family, he was obsessed with camels. Suleiman loved his grandpa dearly, but he had heard his stories so many times before. Excuse me, Grandpa, he interrupted politely. I've just remembered I've got to do something. Before his grandpa could utter another word, Suleiman had disappeared out of the room. Oh, Grandpa explained, looking baffled. Was it something I said? Yes, we'll continue with the next chapter. Stay tuned to Radio Sirah, live on 1575 AM.